Manamela criticizes government members who attended the Discovery Summit in Sandton. An elusive hippo still not caught in Cape Town. With the latest news updates, I'm Hasina Gori. ANC Member of Parliament and Young Communist League leader Buti Manamela has criticized members of government who attended the Discovery Leadership Summit underway in Sandton, at which former British Prime Minister Tony Blair is one of the speakers. Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan addressed the summit earlier today. Manamela was addressing a handful of protesters calling for Blair to be arrested for the 2003 Iraq invasion. He also criticized a medical aid and insurance company Discovery for inviting what he described as a man with blood on his hands.
We applaud the decision taken by Emeritus Bishop Tutu, and we hope that many of the government leaders whom we hear are going to be addressing this so-called Discovery Invest in Leadership Summit, that they would also have listened to the wise counsel of the Archbishop and withdrew their participation in this particular summit.
The Garangu Magistrates Court has granted the state the 7-day postponement it requested to conclude investigations in the court cases against 270 Lonmin mine workers. The workers are facing public violence and attempted murder charges following an illegal strike at Lonmin's Maracana mine in the northwest that turned violent. 264 of the miners appeared before court today. The remaining 6 are reported to be in hospital. Pumzile Mlangeni reports.
Magistrate Esau Budiselo says it's only fair that state must be given time to produce sufficient evidence. He says such is in the interest of justice. Meanwhile, friends and families of the accused have not received the judgment well. The accused will continue to remain in custody for another 7 days. It's still not clear whether the accused will still be detained at their respective police stations, as they are reported to be full. Expelled ANC Youth League President Julius Malema is expected to address the crowd outside the court.
One of the convicted trialists in the Boramach treason trial, Let's Pretorius, has asked the North Gauteng High Court to amend his bail conditions. Pretorius was granted bail 8 years ago after he had spent about 2 years behind bars as an awaiting trial prisoner. Pretorius, a medical doctor, has asked the court to scrap a bail condition that states he should be at home from 8 o'clock in the evening until 6 o'clock in the morning, as well as a condition that he's not allowed to attend any political meetings. The SABC's Sandra DeLong has more.
Medical doctor Let's Pretorius says his bail conditions makes it difficult for him to attend to emergencies or work in theatre after hours. The state, however, argued that Pretorius was never prohibited to work after hours if he made proper arrangements with the investigating officer in the case. Pretorius also told the court through his legal representative that he fears being arrested for attending meetings relating to the Boer nation and culture, as the state may perceive it as being political in nature. The state argued the bail condition was to protect the accused from attending meetings where government policy might be discussed.
And finally, rangers have temporarily halted efforts to capture an elusive hippo at Zikofle outside Cape Town. This after a team from the City of Cape Town's Biodiversity Department and Gondwana Game Reserve failed to capture the animal by darting it last night. Spokesperson for Gondwana Game Reserve, Nikki Arthur, says they'll instead be monitoring the animal's patterns.
What happened is that they called off the rescue and capture this morning, and they really don't want to stress the animal out. So it needs to come out and feed naturally, and then they can dart it. But the problem is that I think we think it's just quite nervous, and with people around, it didn't want to come out.
Catch the latest news anytime here on Newsbreak's Option 1.